Bam.
That's
Bird.
insane.
Oh, a free one on top, dude.
That's so good.
The combos are
Shoot
real.
That bang.
Oh my
Yes.
god, we just absolutely annihilate them right now.
Greetings, goblins and geist.
I'm Jake.
And I'm Blake.
And welcome to The Cloudpost, where we have new Magic the Gathering arena videos every Friday. We do ask that you like this video, and we do ask that you subscribe so that more people can see it.
The Cloudpost does not pay for advertising, so please like and share the video with your friends. It really helps grow the community, and we thank you.
Without further ado, the early bird gets the worm, birds of a feather stick together, all the bird puns. Let's play Bird Kindred. Welcome in to the deck tech, where today the early bird gets the worm, and Blake has taken the joke, perhaps of mine, or an assertion that Wizards wanted us to play birds, and he took it too far.
I did.
So here we are.
I did make this actual decent deck.
Actual decent Bant Chocobo aggro.
I did have to play with it a bunch. I tested this deck a lot before I was comfortable enough to even consider putting it on stream here. So starting it off, it's a bird-based deck. It is a tribal bird deck.
Yep, it is kindred birds. We've got cavern and everything, so it legit is all that creature type. But beneath the surface of that, you just have what Bant perhaps does best, which is, you know, it has counter spells, it has control elements, it has tempo elements.
It does. And now that the meta shifted and Monsters Rage isn't like smashing the format, brewers can, brew, and it's cool. So we're brewing for sure.
Oh yeah.
So let's take a look at Bushwhack. If you don't know Bushwhack, it's a pretty reasonable card, right? It's good enough. It's a 1 mana, go search for a basic, put it in your hand, or target creature you control fights target creature you don't control.
Yeah, this wasn't standard, but as you can see, they've put it in foundations, so they want this to just be an element in standard. It's a nice flexible spell. It's great that it doesn't have to be either a fight spell or just a lay of the land type thing. So it's cool to be both, but you're going to see that the Chocobos like landfall.
They do.
Which is the next card.
Az's Chocobo is probably our best 1-drop in the deck. No, it just is. It's definitely the best. Because once it starts going, you just kind of can take over the game with it. Landfall, give it a +1/+1 counter. It's good. It's just good.
Yeah, I mean, very often this will be, if unanswered, a 3/4 or a 4/5 for 1 mana. You know, it takes some setup to get there, but that's what this is going to do. Another funny joke with the Chocobos, and this is even going into the Final Fantasy element of it, but this doesn't fly. But, you know, it gets big in battles, and it's cool.
Certainly does. But you can make it fly if you Mockingbird it.
Oh, yeah.
So that's one of the things you can do with the deck. Mockingbird is an amazing bird.
This is a really strong reason to play blue. There's some other really good payoffs for birds in blue, but this is one of them.
So this is probably one of the better birds from Bloomburrow. It's probably the best bird from Bloomburrow. Copying your Chocobo is awesome. Copying your opponent's cool thing is also really good. But having another bird on turn 1 is somewhat important for what you want to do with the rest of the deck. So looking at your 2 cost cards, you have Ambrosial Whiteheart. It's just a 2/2 flash bird.
Yep.
Look at that theme. But it also has landfall, and when it enters, you can bounce a thing to your hand. Whatever it be, a land, you can bounce a creature if you want to try to protect it. You can bounce your side quest, raise a Chocobo to be able to play it again and get another token. It's just a very versatile, like, toolbox creature.
Yeah, I like effects like this. Like you said, I mean, to me, the best upside is when your opponent commits an entire card to a removal spell.
Yes.
And you're able to let this swoop in and negate that.
Yeah.
Because their spell will fizzle, still goes to the graveyard, and then you still have your permanent that you saved.
I will say it is a little awkward. 1, because it's legendary, which is never something you want to see in a creature you want to consistently have.
That's why you only have 2 of them.
I only have 2 of them, and 2, it isn't great to bounce your Chocobo if it has counters on it.
Right, if you're saving this Chocobo, then it's not the best. I mean, you can. Also, when you do, an obvious line of play with this is to return a land and then replay it. It's not always going to be a smart play to do so, though, because you do have to you have to understand you're putting yourself behind.
You might be putting yourself behind
in mana.
If you don't have any land in your hands, then it's safer to do so, but it's still a thing. It's a possibility. But getting the landfall trigger if you need it to, smash, sometimes worth it.
Totally.
That is up to you.
And now you got some Bant cards coming up here, the next 2 at least, that you would just consider, staple. These white cards. You've got 2 of Get Lost in the main.
Yeah.
And you've got 2 of Sheltered by Ghost in the main.
So when I built the original list, I think I was just in on Sheltered by Ghost, because we are a creature-heavy deck. But I was like, I need more removal spells. The birds don't remove everything, so Get Lost, I had to add...
I like it.
It hits everything. It's a great card.
Right.
It is a little awkward with the maps giving other creatures abilities and stuff.
Sure.
Usually we can beat through, tempo it out with it, so that's the goal.
Yeah, so those are good, removal, and then, Sheltered, if that's the type of removal you happen to draw with the 2 of, then you get Lifelink, and it's very good. And then we have a card that, no other deck gets to run nearly as well, which is Dazzling Denial. And this is a very underplayed Bloomburrow card because you have to have a bird for it to be very good. But guess what? We're bird, all in on these birds today. So you get this amazing counterspell that's better than any of the other 2-mana counterspells in Standard right now.
Very true. And speaking of this card, it does want you to set up correctly for it. So that's why I put so many 1-drops in the deck. And it is okay to play Mockingbird on 1 for nothing.
Yeah, to be a 1/1 flying bird because it unlocks Dazzling Denial,
which is
and you can and you can later reset it with Ambrosia Whiteheart, perhaps anyway.
Yeah, if you have a bird, this card is just better than Mana Leak. And resetting with Ambrosia, just picking up your Mockingbird later on is not a bad play at all. Continuing forward, we have a Plume-Creed Escort. One of the other Bloomburrow cards. I love the art for this card.
Very cool. Very colorful. This is a strange. This is a strange card, but it's got a huge payoff, which is
it's great.
Again, saving your creature potentially from interaction from your opponent.
Yeah, this is one of the best. I'd say one of the best weird uncommons from Bloomburrow. It works really, really well in this particular build. It protects your creatures, so what else can you ask for? Also, it has flash, so it kind of goes along with the tempo stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's a 2/1 flash flyer, which you would almost just play in this deck kind of regardless of what the other upside was. But you can even look at this as a dual spell creature for when you're playing against people that have, high removal spells, because, even though we're not in, the monstrous rage malaise anymore, Corey Steelcutter's out the door, we got all these crazy things that are different now, there are still plenty of people playing cut down.
Yes.
And I mean, for you to be able to flash this in on turn 2 when they want to cut this down, very good.
Yeah, very, very good. Along with that, we have probably one of the weakest cards in the deck, but does happen to play well with the build, is Side Quest Raise a Chocobo.
Yeah.
I went through the list. There's a ton of birds you can play, but I think we're set on the best birds in the deck. If you think I'm wrong, please tell me down in the comments below what birds are best.
Yeah, there are plenty of birds for you to choose from, but a lot of them are very weak. Yeah, they're very weak power level and
or they don't
no
synergize.
payoff. They no synergy.
Don't synergize at all.
Yeah, this one does synergize with the sub theme of the landfall. Yes. And once we get to the golden chocobo, the traveling chocobo, you'll see that you get even more payoffs and all these things. But this does kind of give you the landfall aggro with this chocobo and Ambrosia Whiteheart, because that's what this token does.
Yes. Also, you can copy this token with the Mockingbird for not paying any mana.
Yeah, which is really cool. Really cool, because then you have a flying 2/2 that
with landfall.
Right.
I will say I have been able to flip this thing unintentionally most of the time, turning it into the Black Chocobo, which allows you to go search for a basic.
Yeah.
Or first search for a land card and put it onto the battlefield. It doesn't have to be a basic.
Which is really cool.
Really cool, because then you can go get I don't know, whatever you want.
Your Manland, Cavern, Starting Town, Restless Anchorage.
Yeah, Anchorage. But it does flip, and it flips without you realizing it half the time, because you're like, oh, I'm ahead, I have 4 creatures. Oh, never mind, I have 5 creatures. This thing just flipped randomly. And then landfall pops off with it too, because you get that land and it just goes to the battlefield, and then you can play another land. So it you get
because that goes direct to the battlefield.
And if you have the traveling chocobo out, then you kind of just win usually. Then it's almost a win more card on the backside, but you don't have to. Don't stress about getting the black chocobo out. It's just good if you do.
Yeah, the way that I look at the card, it happens to be an enchantment, which is cool. And like you said, the black chocobo is just upside, but it's really just a 2-mana 2/2 bird with the landfall trigger.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's just good. Moving to the 3-drops, we have Aven Interrupter.
So Aven Interrupter is honestly, again, the origin of this deck is when we knew there was chocobos, right? But we, like anyone else, We look at Mythic Spoiler, and when Mythic Spoiler was coming out for Final Fantasy, I saw Bart's and Boko, and I'm like, affinity for birds, you know? So we were like, I was like, Wizards wants us to play birds. Like, you want to play enough birds to where this is 2 mana. Well, you know, then we really actually started digging back into that like weeks ago, right? Months ago, perhaps. And it was like, oh man, well, Aven Interrupter is still in standard. This card is just great. This card is a standalone good card that you would play in any white deck. You know, whether you would play it in a sideboard, if you're like a control deck, you maybe don't play, you know, a 2/2 flash flyer. But this is a strong enough card where it stands on its own. You don't have to be playing a bird themed deck and you would just play this card.
Yeah.
So, you know, this is just a super tempo positive. You know, you can think of it as a counterspell because for 1 turn, it, you know, becomes that, and it just puts your opponent so far behind. If they go to like Sunfall you or something and you just delay it that 1 turn, that may be all you need to win the game.
Yeah, this deck is very, very capable of just stalling your opponent out while you are able to keep tempo and deal damage every turn, and your opponent just kind of dirtles the rest of the game because you have cards like Dazzling Denial or even Interrupter to stop them from doing the one thing they can do a turn.
Well, that's like what I like about all these flash things that you have.
Yeah, the flash is...
Because you have flash here, here, and then you have the 4 Dazzling Denials.
It really does make it work. And our overall golden card.
Oh, yeah.
Look at this. If you don't know this card, this is the chase card of the collector packs here. This is the Traveling Chocobo. We don't have any fancy art on this thing other than just like the, you know, the borderless movie thing. It's cool looking. I like this one.
Yeah.
Card's amazing. Look at the top card of your library at any time, and you can play land or bird spells from the top of the library, right? Okay, cool. But that means that your flash creatures still have flash even if they're on the top of the
Absolutely.
library. But that's not even the great part. The great part is if a land or bird enters, cause the trigger to happen, that triggers twice.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh,
So,
yeah.
This isn't a legendary creature. You have multiple of these, you get several triggers.
It just gets out of hand, right?
Yeah, if you have 2 of these out and your opponent's just like letting them live, and you have any other effect going on with your birds, you kind of don't lose.
Yeah.
I've had so many games where like Saz's Chocobo just becomes like a freaking 10-10 or something, or a 10-11 or whatever, or something crazy, just because I played like 2 lands after having 2 of these out. They just get absolutely out of hand.
Yeah, Plume Creed would trigger to where like your entire board gets like hexproof. Those little bird tokens from the side quest get a bit, you know, get triggering a bunch.
You get double hexproof or more. Bart and Boko is able to like go absolutely nuts if you play this after this. You get to hit 2 things, which is insane for value, and especially because by the time you play this, it's only 2 mana.
Right.
And it can absolutely freak out. Technically, if you had this and Aven Interrupter, you could hit 2 spells.
Yeah, if you had multiple things on the stack, right?
Yeah, which would be hilarious. But that's pretty much the deck
there.
there. And then you
Bart's and Boko is the last card, and
when it enters, it has all your birds deal damage to a target creature your opponent controls. They don't punch, they don't fight, they punch that card.
Yep.
And usually it's enough damage because usually you have like 2 here, 2 here, and like maybe 1 or 2 from here. So it's usually 6+ by the time you play this guy.
Yeah, I mean, talk about getting pecked to death. This is what happens with this card,
I will say,
very cool.
One thing to pay attention to is he reads. Barson Boko reads each other bird, not including himself. So he can't. Yeah. He doesn't enter and deal damage from himself, which does suck a little bit.
That would make it even better. I mean, maybe that would push it to a mythic if it was a 2. You know, if it was only 2 green for a 4/3 that also punched.
Instant punch. I think they could do it, but you know, it is what it is. They made it the way they did.
Yeah.
And I will say the only thing I don't like about it is the art for this Chocobo. It's cool. I really do like it, but it doesn't really match the rest of the Chocobos. This is like beautiful art. This is beautiful art. Like, so much detail.
There's more realism with the other ones, whereas like the side of this one's face, you know, doesn't have as much detail, so it does look sort of out of place.
It looks a little bit more cartoony, but I do like the style of it. I still like the style. I just wish they were all the similar styles.
Yeah.
Very cool, because even this one's hyper textured as well. But that's kind of how the deck is played, but the lands are a little awkward, I'll tell you that.
The lands are in some ways awkward. I think Blake's kind of done about as good, you know, with this as a starting line as we can. Speaking of starting, we made some edits. We did add in 2 starting towns. We went down some verges, but we can talk about it. You need a decent amount of basics because of things searching for basics in this deck, like Bushwhack primarily. But you've got 6 basics. You have one of the verges, so there is the Willow Rush, Hushwood, Flood Farm.
Yep.
You've got a mixture of the fast lands, as in like 1 of Seachrome, 2 Razor Verge, and 4 Botanical.
Yeah, so you have to have your green right off the bat.
For Saz's Chocobo.
For Saz's Chocobo, and you have to have your blue very quickly for Dazzling Denial.
Right, so the Botanical is like the most important.
The white mana can take a backseat for this particular list. It is good, and you need it, obviously, especially if you're trying to cast Aven Interrupter. So it's just trying to sequence your lands correctly is very important with this build. Because
for sure.
Certain things are the 2-cost color, like double green for Boko and double white for Interrupter does matter.
Yeah, but you do see that you are more slanted towards a green and a blue-green deck. And then you have you get to play Cavern of Souls, which is great. Now, granted, of course, Cavern of Souls, we've had it for so long now, you know it doesn't cast your spells, but this is like perfect fixing. And then starting town, you know, I think we're just going to see this all over standard. If you've got anything more than a 2-color deck, you're experimenting with this card.
Yep. I think you have to have this in every 3-color list at this point. It's just the perfect pain land.
Yeah.
Especially if you're playing aggro.
Right. And let's look at this sideboard, because we're here to play best of 3. Very heavy white sideboard here, because they do have access to a lot of the best, sideboard cards.
Certainly so.
And despite Hearthfire Hero, despite Monstrous Rage, despite Corey Steelcutter, we still have to respect all the aggro that's in standard, which is Authority of the Councils is still part of this.
Oh yeah, this card is very, very good. It also helps you gain enough life against any aggro deck where you can stabilize. Also, it's nice to have their creatures come in untapped, or tapped, so you can swing past them. Just a good card overall.
Yeah, good in the aggro mirrors.
Yeah, Spell Pierce is incredibly powerful in this Tempo S deck. I would almost consider putting it in the main board.
Yeah, this is like Spell Pierce is right at home when we were talking about all the flash options that you have.
Oh yeah, very, very good card.
Rest in peace, still for graveyard shenanigans. I mean, they hit Abuelos, correct, but there's still plenty of graveyard shenanigans. I mean, we just played a Jund Reanimator list not long ago.
We certainly did, and that didn't take a hit that I know of. So there's still graveyard out there, so you kind of have to respect it just in general. People are playing all kinds of funky junk stuff.
Yeah, in fact, even last week when we played Mardu Aggro, it's like Rest in Peace is a viable sideboard option against that because you get rid of the death triggers.
Certainly so. Along with killing more things, we have Elspeth Smite. Yeah, aggro going down. Also just a very good removal spell in general. 1 mana, which we want to keep the curve low for this. And pay attention to your lands when you mulligan, because after you sideboard, it's a little bit more difficult.
Yeah.
You also have Get Lost.
you've got another Get Lost here. So there's actually 3 Rest in Peace. So if I put like the smites like here, you can probably see that a little better. So there's actually 3 Rest in Peace, and then the 3rd Get Lost is in the board.
Yep. And then you also have 2 Sheltered by Ghost.
So you can go up to 4 of those.
If you need to play against any aggro variants, or you just need more removal. And 2 more Aven Interrupters, which is, if you're playing against anything that's a little bit slower, this card kind of just nukes it. Like, if you're playing against a big creature decks or big removal decks, like this just eats Sunfall alive.
Yeah, I really like that, because you can go with this sideboard, you can put in like 3 Spell Pierce and 2 Aven Interrupter against kind of things like that, like you're saying, or control decks.
Yes. Or control decks, because a lot of the time they want to have the big board wipes, and it's just like, nope, you don't get to do that.
Yeah, the turn that they go to Sunfall, again, that's when you can flip it. You might be able to Spell Pierce it if they have the tap out on turn 5, or you just Aven Interrupter it and you just like frustrate them into oblivion.
Yep, and next turn Dazzling Denial it, or whatever you need to do. It can save you 1 turn, which might be all you need.
Yeah.
But
that's so there you have it. This is Bird Kindred. Did you ever think you would see it in Standard? I doubt it. Here it is.
There it is. Let's get into some games.
No green.
Starting out without green is kind of harsh, but we do have Get Lost and Plume Creed. No, I don't think we can keep it.
Okay.
There we go. We got a Chocobo. Yeah, let's just roll this thing.
I don't know what to mulligan, though. It's like your best card versus...
Plume Creed.
Okay. Alright, well... Do we,
We
go tap land?
No, we forest for the Chocobo.
We do it?
Yeah. We want to get this thing huge.
Get this chick just giant.
Yeah, dog. Now we can play the Anchorage. Unless you want to play the other one, I think we can just safely play that.
Blammo.
Blammo.
Chickens.
It is chickens.
Look at all those chickens.
Oh, that's so good.
All right, we got Dazzling Denial.
Yeah, we'll play Forest, make this thing massive. think we're
I mean, do we
counterspelling.
just chill?
Yeah, we just hit him.
Yeah.
We just
We
counterspell.
hope we draw land next turn, because then we could have this plus this.
That'd be huge. And this is when you get countered. Oh, that's really annoying.
I don't think we
can
don't counter it,
get
though.
lost.
Yeah.
If he doesn't do anything, we just blow it up and get lost.
Wow.
Blow it up and get
Nothing
lost.
else.
Kill it. Strip it from
Alright.
its purpose.
I mean, we don't
They must be
we don't
playing-
have
they're-
haste though.
they're
But you just
playing-
don't like the life gain of it.
Yeah, I don't want them to gain any life.
They're playing some kind of Esper control deck.
My money's on dragons, man.
Hey, I like Flash.
Flash is good. Let's get them.
I just wish we drew a land. Like that's tough now. Because
we're good. We're
I
good.
want
bud.
this Chocobo.
I do it. I do too. The Chocobo is bonkers,
Mm-hmm.
especially with Saz.
Right.
Flash the
And
Korean.
they're making all their land drops.
I like that his mace is like a what are they? Little spike balls you throw outside?
Yeah, this
Maple
is
leaf?
like a dandelion.
no,
or like
it's,
Yeah, that's from
the gumdrop balls.
gum.
From, like, the
Yeah, like a
trees.
gum tree. Tell us in the comments.
What
But
is
yeah,
this
it's the
called?
little spiky.
I used to throw them at my friends.
Yeah.
Have little battles. All right,
Okay.
there's your fourth land. So
This is a cool card.
yeah, it's neat.
Okay. Yeah.
I think we're on.
Just 2-drop plus keep up dazzling and all,
Yeah,
right?
agreed.
I mean, so we can do this 2-drop.
Yep. And worst comes to worst, we're Concrete again.
Mm-hmm.
Big birds coming at you. This little Chocobo is huge now. He's a big boy.
Yeah.
He
3-4.
has grown to a massive size.
Yeah, it doesn't fit in the hand anymore. That's for sure.
They don't know we run counter spells yet.
Yeah,
They're gonna
look at
find
this
out.
ridiculous thing.
It's kind of cute though. It's like, it's such a different art. It's so weird to me.
Mm-hmm.
That
They're
one's-
kind of similar though.
They're supposed to be.
Oh, nice.
No.
Man, you have one. You have Spell Pierce.
No.
You do not. Fantastic.
Fantastic indeed. I think we're just.
There's some greed.
No greed.
Because then, can we play a land off the top and have up Dazzling Denial?
Oh, that is mega greed. If they have a board wipe, we just get blown out.
Mm.
I think we just play a little baby Chocobo, or we just chill and play.
Just chill
Concrete.
completely then. Well, we can't play both of these.
We played baby Chocobo.
Mm.
Play baby Chocobo.
I want this. I want
know you
this.
want it. Don't do it.
Because again, if you do it with these 3 lands and there's a land on top and you play the land, then you get this trigger twice.
Yeah, I know, but
We
that's
swing
just
for
greed.
massive, and then we do this.
We're already winning. We
are already winning.
Let's play that little baby. And we just chill. We whack them. If they don't do anything, this thing pops off at the next turn. You gotta play.
Well,
Concrete
if
and
we play, okay,
flash
yeah.
Concrete, and then it's for the upkeep.
I don't know that we care about that.
I don't think we do, but we discard Concrete then.
Yeah. Or do we discard Traveling Chocobo?
I don't think we do that.
You know, it's like, is a
We
2/3
can-
blocker? I think we counter it.
I don't think
It's
we
still
do.
it's still a card because this gets a card no matter what.
No, I think we just.
You think what he has?
I think we just discard the counterspell. It's the same, right?
I'd rather discard this.
Then dish that. We can just animate the Restless Anchorage.
Yeah. Well, we don't have double blue
Oh, that's right.
to do that, but
Barini. All right, well.
we'll
all
flip
right,
it anyway.
We do it now.
Yeah. Do we swing first?
No,
Swing
we
the
play
3/4.
this.
Oh, you wanted to play this?
Yes.
Oh, well, we still have counterspell up.
That's
Oh.
fine. You can exile that dumb thing.
Yeah, you don't care.
That has no purpose for me.
It's also
Not a great card.
hmm.
For the Chocobo, let's do it. Let's get it. Look at all these birds.
Well, now, but we walk into the same thing of if they have the board wipe.
I think they just die here.
That's if we hit a land.
That's true. If they,
I just want to swing the 3/4 and keep the counter up still.
fair enough. That's the smart play. Oh,
Yeah, that's what we want.
Yep.
Just the 3/4.
all right. We're safe. We played the safe game.
Yeah, I mean,
could've had
they
birds
have to.
going-
I mean, look, there was the time that I wanted to tap out.
Dude, we
for
could
it.
have had birds gone wild.
I mean, we could still look
No.
at this insanity.
That
I mean,
happens.
yeah, they do. That does happen.
So that resolves,
Your planeswalker does not.
and then you die.
Yeah, if we draw land. Which we do.
Wait. Yes, play that first.
Bam.
Definitely play that first, because now all the birds...
And we get a free land.
And we get a bird off the top. Let's start playing birds.
Well, we can't play the...
Oh, we
can't play that bird. Bam. Death to you. You die to these chocobos.
Yes.
In a world without monstrous rage, birds run wild.
That they do.
Against control, I like Aven Interrupter.
Aven Interrupter seems good.
I like Spell Pierce.
Seems good.
I'm less high on
I don't think
Sheltered by Ghost.
Yeah, I don't think we need to put it in at all. I think we could probably drop a Ambrosia.
I like Flash though.
I do like Flash. That's a good point.
I would trim these.
Yeah, I agree.
Just maybe go to 1.
We put one more back in there. We can trim
like a big card.
He's a fight spell, but he's just really mana efficient.
He is. This actually is, even though this is like one of the flashy cards of the deck, you don't need these really in this matchup maybe at all.
No, but it is nice to have a 4/3 for 2 green, and they do have creatures. We saw that.
Yeah. Okay.
So I think we should.
Or also like we could trim Summon over Bushwhack at some point if we wanted. If you wanted other cards instead.
It's just an efficient way to get land.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is fine. Well, I would actually say, I don't know. I'd be somewhat more inclined to put the
two drop back in, right?
For take out another Bart.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll see if we go to a game 3. But yeah, keeping your 2 drops.
This is a counterspell hand.
Yeah, buddy. I mean, I love that we just can sit back.
Yeah, let's keep it. We have
Spell Pierce.
We don't have double white.
Oh. I did keep it really quickly despite that.
I didn't either. I didn't see it until...
Wow, and they mulligan a lot.
That's good. We like a good mulligan from them.
I think we still hold up Spell Pierce.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, but I don't even know if we play this on 2.
I think we do.
Just to get like a clock.
Yeah, I don't think they do anything like super efficient on 2. If they counterspell it, I'm like, alright, whatever. Okay, we got a dumb bird. Your turn. And it really is the worst card in our deck. Sanctum, let's go.
Sanctum
have spell pierce.
I don't think we Chocobo yet.
No, we chill. We can spell pierce next turn, like
because we can go traveling Chocobo.
So we play the forest.
I think we played traveling Chocobo.
Yeah, we do. We play that first though. Oh, you're saying that? I don't. I want to have spell pierce as
we would have spell pierce.
Yeah, we got to play the forest first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we only get that, but we still have Spell Pierce here because they're missing land drops. Like they're just not having a good draw, and we're having a decent draw.
We got birds.
Got birds. I mean, look at that bird.
Oh my goodness,
that's a good one.
We got another little thing on the top.
We can actually go get a plains right now, which I think is the play.
We definitely do.
We go get a plains so that we have Aven Interrupter, and we just have like so much pressure, it's ridiculous.
Let's go. Big bird. Big bird, come and get you.
Last turn.
And then Aven Interrupter, they're done. It's game's over.
I mean, yeah, they kept, I guess they mulled to 5 with 2 lands.
Because we just put that back in their hand.
And you're dead. GG. Get tempoed by birds.
Esper could not keep up.
Yeah, I mean, they thought that they were going to pluck our feathers, and we said no thank you, and got to the finish line just by the edge of our beaks.
I don't even know how to follow that up. He's exactly right. We had removal, or we had counterspells. We had like stall effects with the Aven Mind Sensor. Like, not Aven Mind Sensor.
Interrupter.
Aven Interrupter. Wow,
that's its cousin.
It's predecessor.
Yeah. You got to watch the prequels to even know what we're talking about with that one, but. Pretty much, yeah, this is a cool, just Bant tempo aggro deck, and we're going to continue to see if it has what it takes in this new standard where everything is off the table, truthfully.
Yeah.
So that's why you can probably get away with something like this and still climb the ladder. But let's see if we can do it again.
We will.
All right, let's go. I think we could keep this hand. I mean, starting town...
I'm not opposed. I mean, having Mockingbird copy the side quest isn't bad. It's okay.
Okay.
We keep it.
Yeah, making a flying landfall creature.
It could pop off, and also it's 0 mana. So you can just play the Mockingbird for 1, and then it's just a big bird.
Right. Bird is a word. Yeah.
Bad joke. All right.
Okay, we drew all of our forests for some reason, but we passed it.
All of them. Man, would it be cool if they played Cecil right there?
Oh, yeah, we get a
Copy
flying
that thing.
Cecil.
That'd be
Okay,
sweet.
we got an Ambrosia.
We just played Razor Chocobo.
Mm-hmm. Side quest.
Like, if you want to kill this, be our guest. It's cool to have this card particularly because it is, in a weird way, a 2-for-1.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, if they kill the token, we still have the enchantment.
Flip eventually.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, we'll sack a token.
And the good news is we drew another creature. So we can actually bounce this and reset our token.
I think that's what we do.
Mm-hmm. We pass.
Yep.
So we're getting some just
This is
chilling Golgari
control, baby.
Oh, Smuggler
maybe
Surprise,
not.
though.
This is tooth and nail.
Yeah. So they're going to mill.
Yeah.
So this happens. We don't have a counterspell, so...
They hit a Scavenger.
Yeah.
That's a good card against us.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Crocodile Dragon.
Yeah, definitely a good card against us. Dragon. Enduring Tenacity.
They're on some weird combo shit.
Yeah. Well, it resolves. I think we still make our play.
Yep. Side quest back.
Okay.
Do we play the Sanctum here is the question. I don't...
Well, because we can go land, shelter by ghost this thing, play side quest.
Yeah, we don't want to shelter with him having Scavenger Regent in hand. He's just gonna get all his stuff back.
Well, what do we do about this? Just kill out on the front side with this?
Just a 4/3.
Yeah. Well, we want to swing past it, though.
True. But I mean, we can't if we just play a land, we just play into it and it dies.
Yeah.
I think we technically could just get lost it.
Yeah, we could make our own.
I think we tap 2 green to raise a Chocobo. And then play a forest. And then get lost that thing.
Force him to use this.
Yeah. Want him to get it over with.
It would basically be his turn.
Yep.
Okay, so
They're on
he wants to
black-green
do something
dragons.
else. Yeah.
Please blow that. Thank you. That's I'm so much happier you didn't use the first side of it.
Yeah.
It's a 3/3 flyer dragon. Do we want to? I think we want to copy one of our creatures still.
Think so?
Yeah, we play Mockingbird.
Well, if we do, we're about to get board wiped.
That's true. It does feel bad to have that experience. Well, if we copied the Stormbrood, then
It will be a dragon, which this is non-dragon. So we get to keep our thing.
Yeah.
And we can blow this up.
You're right. We play Mockingbird on that.
Oh, we don't have the mana yet.
It's 3 mana? How much is that?
5.
Thing? Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's bad. It's so bad.
The sorcery is not the worst, but it is just a sorcery.
Alright,
Pretty
I guess
petty
we're just
revenge.
beating, so we just play Sanctum and then
Yeah.
get lost again?
We can, or we can.
Just let it happen? Just let
Yeah,
it
just
slide?
trade
Sweet.
if he wants to trade.
They do.
Yeah,
They want to trade with it.
and we can pass. You know, next turn we do have this if he plays another
Tenacity.
or a dragon. Like if he plays another dragon, then Exude Toxin doesn't do anything.
Very true.
You know.
They didn't do anything at all. They did nothing.
All right. Well.
Keep beating it with a bird. We'll kill you with this dumb token.
Mm-hmm.
I am curious what their actual win condition is. Obviously, they're trying to gain some life or some variation.
Yeah.
of
The
that.
good news is we have removal. You know. But
Yeah,
yeah,
we
you can make a. Okay, you do a treasure token, so they're gonna go for something big.
They certainly will. I am very lost. They didn't do anything. Again.
Cool.
Play the side quest to raise the Chocobos.
Yeah. All right, opponent. What are they up to?
I don't know. I don't
mean,
know. They're gonna have to exude toxin now.
Mm-hmm. Go over the throat token.
Good. That was sarcasm. We have all the lands in the world. We shouldn't draw anymore, right?
Or at least a traveler or two. start doing things. That's not a bad card.
That's not a bad card.
They do have Cavern, by the way, so we have to think about that, but I think
we're not countering creature spells, at least. We're countering maybe like the Exude.
Mm-hmm.
And we still just whack them 5-turn clock now.
Yeah, I mean, they can pay a life, make a fish, take one less if they wanted to, but I guess they're doing things. I don't want them to start doing what they should be doing right now, but they have many tokens and they have Fountain Port, so there is an obvious thing that they should do.
That gets countered.
That definitely gets countered. Since they're not going to do it now, what I was asserting is that they can draw cards by sacking their map tokens.
Yes.
We don't want them to do that, but...
Oh, well, that gets
sure.
up.
Yeah. That's a combo with this, yeah?
Yes.
And a Llanowar Elf, okay. Alright, they only have one thing, it's this. I think we let that happen. Another one. Okay. Well, we
kill a flying thing?
I don't think we kill it, I think we sheltered.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
It's probably better. I think it is just better.
So we sheltered onto our thing.
Hold up now.
We're gonna still make the land
Don't
drop.
we want to copy that?
Well, yeah, but we can copy the next one. Right?
I think I want to get lost the next one.
Okay, so we copy the first one.
Yes. I think, do we have enough to copy and shelter?
Sheltered it.
We can play the land.
Well, yeah. And we definitely do then. Because this we need just to be +4.
Yep.
So this is a 5 mana, right?
And do we have, let's look at the auto tapper. We still have white up.
Yeah,
we're good. We have a bloodthirsty bird.
Mm-hmm.
Bloodthirsty bird. No, wait, wrong one.
Oh, now we sheltered this turn.
Yep.
Target this creature.
No, because he can block it then. We target this.
Well, yeah, but we would kind of want it. Well, no, okay, so 2
dies.
toughness. And then we don't swing.
I mean, we can. But
You just want to trade? That's fine, if you want to trade, I guess.
Yeah. This makes him less likely to exude toxin. We'll just play it as a creature. Fine with me. I mean, we're going to win with this creature now.
Yeah, because we hope that they just do this again.
Yep. Rip. I didn't expect them to do it.
Traveling Chocobo!
Yeah, we're on it now. Damn, it's sheltered by Ghost.
Not bad. So we pass.
Yep.
This is legendary, right? No, it is not.
It's not.
Very interesting.
No. So, I mean, they're going to try to go for gold here.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and swing. Okay, sure, another
Same
elf.
thing as before.
Okay, I mean, they're trying to do combos, though.
Yeah, if they hit us with that, we die.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't let that happen. No Conqueror. Luckily, we draw a removal spell again. Yeah, we're in this. We in this thing.
We are.
Oh, another surprise.
That's...
Okay, well.
Okay, that's cool.
That is cool.
So we do play this.
Play it. Yeah.
A Plume Creed on top.
I think we just...
Bounce this.
Yeah. We don't have to hit another one. Unless you want to hit a land.
Yeah, we definitely hit a land, because we haven't made a land drop.
First, yeah.
Yeah. Let's go. And then... Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. This won't be able to swing, but we can play... Yeah, we play this.
Okay, we're gonna... That was weird. It was like stalled.
And then we can play this.
As long as we don't tap our starting time, we're good.
Mm-hmm.
I think we play the Plume Creed on top. We still have them. I mean, we.
You don't want to wait? Well, it's because we could get more things.
Yeah, we can get a lot more. But I guess, hang on. Well, if we're playing this, we only have 3 mana. No, we just play Sheltered.
Yeah, I think we just play Sheltered.
Play
but the
Sheltered.
problem is
we can't swing.
We should have. No, we can't.
We could play Plume Creed and then shelter the Plume Creed. Then it'll be a 3-flyer. But no, it's probably just best to just do this.
Okay.
And protect our guy.
Do we target our Traveler? Or...
Yeah, we put our Traveler. We're not going to swing him. Oh god, we just lost.
Did we?
Yep. We just killed ourselves. I didn't think about it.
Oh my goodness.
Yep, we just killed ourselves.
No.
Oh, I feel so dumb. I didn't even think about the damage. I can concede. I don't want to.
Starting town kills us?
Yeah, because we tapped a mana, or we tapped for life.
Unbelievable.
It says when we lose life, yeah, they comboed.
I mean, cool.
We had to avoid taking any
cool
damage.
for them, but unbelievable. Oh my gosh.
Bad on my part. I knew that combo was happening. Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow. Alright, that's a lot of death touch, so Bushwhack's kind of bad. I think this is good. What do you think?
Yeah. Yeah, they have very expensive spells.
Yeah.
You know?
This actually seemed to be pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Do they kill any of our stuff with like regular things?
They're going
they
to.
have go for the throat. They have this. So is Spell Pierce good then? I think it is.
I don't know. Probably.
I think it's better than Bushwhack.
Yeah.
Probably would drop one of these. Probably drop one of these, and maybe some of these. I don't know. Your call. This is where I'm happy with right now. Maybe an Ambrosia. This is what I'm content with at the moment. But
well, it's 62.
Yeah, I know. So I'm like, we gotta bend 2 more. But the Raid the Chocobo seemed kind of good with the Ambrosia though. Like being able to continuously play a threat even though it was Dirtle.
Yeah, maybe trim a Mockingbird.
We can, but it does make Dazzling Denial a lot worse.
Hmm. Yeah, so I don't know what to do then.
Maybe even Interrupter's too much mana.
3.
Maybe
3 sheltered.
Yeah, maybe 3 sheltered because they run a lot of removal. Okay. That seems good.
Keeping our threats dense, and man, that's so ridiculous though. Die to our own starting town.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny. I'm sure. I wonder if they saw it before we did it. I wonder if they were like, "Oh, dude, they just do that."
I'm trying to think if we had a way out at all. I think we might have had a way out. I don't know.
I mean, this hand's fine.
It's fine. It really is fine.
Okay.
We bank on the Aven for now.
Yeah, I mean, they're slow, right?
Yeah. They definitely didn't do anything for a while. We just let the combo happen.
Yeah, like we had such a good board,
So dumb.
And then we had.
We just got the greed, man.
Well, yeah, I just didn't see it. I mean, that was.
Burning Count's kind of crazy.
Ooh, elf. Okay. That's a good draw too, though.
We just kill the elf.
What 3-drop are they gonna do? Probably.
I don't know, man. I don't think we kill the elf.
What 3-drop are they gonna do that we can't get lost that?
Yeah. Fucking dinosaur? What?
I don't know, mate.
Okay.
Triple elf start. Okay.
Crazy.
I mean,
crazy.
They have insane mana next turn.
Play your little baby.
Well, I think we want to keep this up.
All right.
For whatever this giant mana play is, because this also doesn't read counter.
We're gonna lose value off the Chocobo if we don't play it though.
Yeah.
I think we still play. I think we play it because we still have Get Lost.
Okay.
All right, what dinosaur
Swing
are you playing?
for 3.
Nah, they didn't do anything. All the value. We just got it all.
I think we swing.
I don't want to die.
I mean, we can blow them out if we had to. Which would be they triple block and we get lost one and then they lose everything.
They did nothing.
You're gonna have like you know what they're doing is they're getting up to like Smuggler Surprise nonsense.
7 mana.
Yeah, they're 1 away.
Yeah.
I really want us to have. Well, we'll have Aven Interrupter at least.
It's our turn. You want to play Bloom Creed now or no?
We can. Just keep pressure up if you want.
Yeah, I think we do.
They have to respect us potentially having a counterspell. Okay.
Alright, so we kind of got messed up on that one, but at least we still have a creature. Damn, we don't have green, dude. That sucks.
We have 1 green.
No, I know we don't have enough green for Barca, though. I'm saying, though. I mean, hit them in the air. Hit them in the air.
They also could be... Oh, yeah, they didn't have double black. I was like, they could be animating Restless Cottage, but...
Alright.
They can't until next turn.
We got Cavern on Bird, baby! We got there!
Bird!
How
much will we have left up?
2? Yeah.
So we might as well.
We do it,
unless we want to keep Aven Interrupter up, which I'm kind of about.
We do it, dude. They're struggling to cast a spell in their hand that's a ton of mana. We play Bards.
Oh, you think we just play Bards?
Yeah, because they're just doing nothing. Like, if we cut them down a land, it's going to help us get ahead.
So we just shoot one of these, basically.
Yeah. They're not swinging, they're protecting them. Like, there's a reason they're protecting them.
So they're going to have the same mana that they had last turn.
Yep.
Unless they go untap land, and then they go to 7.
6. Oh,
2, 4, 6,
right.
yeah.
Untap land equals 7.
But also... Yeah, so I'm trying to remember all the text on Smuggler's Surprise, but it does become Tooth and Nail.
Yes.
Which is like, search for 2 creatures in your library, play them.
Okay. They have a scavenger region.
Okay.
It's ward discard a card.
Okay, so let's just wait, I think, until our turn and see what that is, because that's what I want to discard.
Yeah, so we just do that. Filter it up on the, I think
Bloom
the Bart's,
Creed, or the Bart's.
Bart's got more life, we can just get ahead. Yes. It's the Botanical Sanctum.
Yeah, resolve, right? Okay, swing for 7, you can chump, and then you lose even more mana. We're cool with it. We have Uncounterable Avian Interrupter.
Dead next turn.
Yeah.
Uncounterable Avian Interrupter is pretty freaking gross.
Mm-hmm. Uncounterable Bird.
Alright, they're tapping for the mana. Let's see what they're going for. 2. No. Never mind. Oh, come on. You got something, right? You've done nothing but play elves. Go for the throat.
Pay your ward.
Alright, now
Counter
it's
it.
And you're dead.
And you're dead.
Good game.
Next game.
Yeah, got there.
They weren't actually even dead on board, but they were demoralized. Because they can just chump this and go to 3, but... I mean, pretty much all we saw was just more elves.
It's so weird. It was so weird. This deck is so strange, man. Do we keep the Bushwhack in to kill the elves? That feels dumb.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Feels dumb, right?
Well, I like what we're doing, I think. I mean, I could see the argument for the other one of these or another 2-drop, but I think we're okay.
I think we're okay. Avian Interrupter is cool, though. I mean, Bart's...
I think Avian Interrupter is very good when they're doing big mana things.
Yeah.
You know, because it's like they have to build up to this thing.
And then just say no. Next turn. You can
Yeah,
do it
and then
next
we
turn.
just delay you, and
then
it's
if we
like...
have Counterspell, then it's like, now you're SOL.
Yeah, this hand is lame.
It is lame.
This hand is better. It's
Hand
not
is
great.
A lot better, though.
We put the Get Lost back, or what?
Spell Pierce.
Okay.
They don't have a ton of non-creature spells, so I think we just start up with a... I think we just play Mockingbird on 1, which is dumb. We do it.
Okay.
We don't have Dazzling Denial available. Actually, we could probably play it on 2 and have Spell Pierce back up. Yeah, let's play that and chill.
Well, no. We would want... Well, we can't, because we would have green. We would have double blue.
Oh, you were right. So we play then. On 0. We have to have a 0...
Just a 1/1
bird.
bird.
Flyer bird. We can bounce it later, it's fine.
You can cut it down. What they're probably going to do. Okay. Surprised. Yeah, being able to bounce it later is sick, honestly.
Virtue of Persistence.
Alright, we better draw a land or else we will do nothing.
Well, Dazzling Denial is good for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. You're hurting now.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I was like, unless they start, you know...
we are bad. We're in bad shape.
Yeah.
Wait, why is that tapped?
It's our 3rd land.
Oh, it's third. It's turn. It's the turn of the game.
Oh, it's turn. Yeah, it's turn.
We counter that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It can't be spell pierced, right?
No, it can. It can't. It's a creature.
Yeah. Exactly.
What they call cat? Oh, vampire. All right, yeah, we play that and
Fast turn. At least we can Ambrosia now.
yeah, we can. We can have Ambrosia and the Dazzling Denial is a lot better. The birds.
Mm-hmm.
Get birds.
I think we go for it.
We do. We play that thing and bounce the forest.
Yeah. To get a little bit more damage in there.
Right.
Please give us something to spell pierce.
Our game plan is perfect.
Can't spell pierce that. We could denial
we
it.
could
but...
double spell pierce it.
Oh, I hate that though.
I think now's the time to.
Because the turn they do this, we can spell pierce it.
If we don't deny it, then we're screwed anyways. We deny it
Okay.
because we don't have a bird, and they can just pay everything out at that point. We definitely do this.
Yeah. Okay.
You don't have 4 mana. Now we spell pierce that.
Mm-hmm.
The counter war.
Okay. Bunch of things happened. Got
You're
2
down to
cards
two
in
cards in
hand.
hand, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
and only 5 mana.
And we have white. We have starting town, so we have sheltered and we have get lost.
Not
so we
the
can deal with that.
Conqueror.
So how do you want to deal with it?
I think sheltered, so we can start getting life.
Sheltered is the bigger aggro play here, for sure.
Yes, we lose an extra life. Your combo doesn't happen right now, so we need to get rid of that thing. Swing.
We keep up spells, yeah.
Because if you're trying to do your crazy thing, like play Virtue Persistence or some stupid nonsense,
Yeah, 2.
they don't have it yet.
5, yeah.
In general, pick your poison.
Huh.
That sucks.
That sucks. There you go.
Oh, we did misplay.
What?
We should have floated a white while it was still gone. Now we take an extra damage.
Oh,
that's all.
Good call.
All right, we kill it.
Yeah, they don't have counterspell, that's for sure.
Yep.
Although if they had their combo, then we would have had to do it in response, or else we would have auto-killed ourselves again.
Yep. Another one? Jeez, mate.
Well, guess what? We have a Chocobo.
We got chickens. We're good.
Do we hold this?
I would play it.
Okay. Two, 4, 6. They want it so bad.
No.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, it's really good. Oh.
4, 4.
No.
Oh.
It's not threats. No
6,
more
6.
threats. It's a 6, 6.
We've got more removal now, though. Like, we drawn 2 of our removal spells. We have more removal on the deck.
True. At least,
you know, but we're just gonna take a smack for a while.
Yeah, we are gonna get smacked. Don't do anything. We hold up Avon for the dumb Viper. Yep.
Excuse me.
No enduring. Swing 6? I would. Ow. Gotta land. And we swing.
Yeah, we swing.
And we hope that you try to cast the take it 6. Alright, moment
We
of
can
truth.
chump it next turn.
I guess we have 2 moment of truths. Oh my god. And that's not bad. I mean, it's a card. Why
does
do
it
you
want
want
us
to
to
tap like
tap the
that?
starting towns?
Tap a colorless version.
Yeah.
Yeah, forget that. Another one on top. I think we play it.
Yeah.
No, we can't. We'll die. We'll take 4 damage.
Why?
When we tap that for... Oh,
Colorless.
we won't. That's colorless. I'm done. Yeah, we play it.
But also 2, 4.
Read that. That's too much more mana. 2 more mana. Because of our Raven Interruption.
Oh, because it's plotted?
But then when we block,
or because
they
it's
get
exiled?
When they block,
They get to play it after that, though, but they don't even have the mana yet, so I do think we have to play this.
Oh, yep, we do.
And then the thing...
And that's
another one,
All
Jesus.
right, we chill.
It's a fast turn.
We get a chicken at the upkeep if they don't kill our stuff, which they're totally going to kill our stuff. This chicken doesn't do anything. Okay, they're coming all in.
Right.
We block Tenacity. Block one of the big boys, and then fry a little bit inside. Oh boy, are we dead? Oh, we are not dead yet. What's on top? A land!
Okay.
Alright, so we play... Nope. Oh, yeah, you're right. We do play that land. You're right. You're right.
Another traveling
dude,
Chocobo?
That's all of them right there. Like...
Well, so we're dead, though, right? Unless this is a flyer.
It's a land.
Yeah. And this is not...
So play our Chocobo and just call it a day. Could we have won?
I don't think so.
I'm trying to think of all the landfall triggers we would have just had. No, I don't think so. Even still.
Oh, you're right. I mean,
I don't think it would have been. It would have been 1, 2, 3 more. Oh well, or no, it would have been 2, 4, 6 more.
It's
maybe
a shame.
Maybe we would have just won actually if we hadn't played the land yet.
Are you sure?
I don't know. I think it would have been a. Because this would have been.
Well, but we played another one of these because we played
had
the land.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. So we were dead no matter what.
Jeez, man.
We lost to that dirtiest deck.
It was fun, but yeah, it's like the problem. I know.
Oh.
The problem was like game 1 we killed ourselves. Like we punted game 1 by killing ourselves, and we could have probably won this match, you know?
Yeah.
Like even if we lost this game, we should have maybe been 2-0.
Yeah, it was unfortunate. GG.
GG's. We also fell victims to the Brewer's Paradise.
We did fall victim to the Brewer's Paradise. Oh man, the Bloodthirsty Conqueror with the Enduring Tenacity combo. Or...
Not a new one, but definitely one that you do not see every day.
It is an awkward game. It's really just like try to control the board until they get their combo online and they just beat you.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also just like super uber mid-range control package where
it is
survive until you like get what you want.
Yeah.
And we killed ourselves.
And we killed ourselves.
I'm guilty because I knew they had it online, and I just like, tap the starting down for a man. I'm like, oh my god.
Actually, didn't you say at one point though, as long as we don't tap the starting town? Like, actually, when I thought you said that, I thought you meant because it was our only like white source at the time or something.
Yeah.
Little did we know, we actually just triggered their win con.
Yeah, I just didn't even pay attention to it. I was like, oh, we can do all these things, and then we couldn't do the things. We got too greedy there.
Yeah.
It
was a shame because that game 1 where we were currently, we were like way ahead on board.
Yeah, we were ahead. Unfortunate indeed. Well, that's how the cookie crumbles on that one. That's how combo works.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna get into another one, see if the birds can take it down.
Early bird gets the worm. Play first.
We're gonna run out of these, aren't
Hand is fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. All the colors.
We like it.
We just the only thing that makes it better is if this was a 1-drop.
Yep.
We hope we're against an opponent that we can fight something.
Yeah, Bards and Boko hasn't seen a lot of like amazing ability.
Mm-hmm. I think it's a really cool card design.
My testing with
Affinity.
him, I played a ton of creature decks.
I mean, when I saw this, I was like, this is why we, this is what they want us to do.
This is what Bards and Boko is supposed to do, man.
But,
Well, we'll see.
Alright, well, we're going to raise a Chocobo.
Yeah, we will. I like that land. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
A rooftop pool island thing.
Yeah, and it's cool that it has the, Kaito with his little raccoon
tanuki
companion. Swing for 3.
Get denied.
Did we counter that?
Yeah, it gets bounced. We don't want that. Or we can just.
Because we could ambrosia it and bounce the thing.
So we can just do that.
It lets them surveil, but.
Oh, surveil. You've been 2 lands.
Which one is this? Oh, that's a really cool flood farm.
Yeah, the art for those are awesome. All right, ambrosia.
It's that one.
Let's get that side quest back.
So they're on just blue-white control or Esper? Yeah, just blue-white control so far.
It's control's time to shine, it seems.
Okay.
We can play starting town. Just call it, and then swing.
And pass.
Yeah, birds.
Yep.
Bird is the word.
Scroll shift just to cycle.
Draw a card.
Okay.
You can draw a card.
For 3 mana. I'm cool with that.
That's fine. It's not stock up. I don't care.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's gorgeous too.
Mm-hmm.
They picked some really cool lands. Look at that.
All right. I think exactly. I think we just untap.
Side quest up, dog. Yeah.
Okay.
You can just swing. It doesn't matter.
This is white now too, right? Just keep the pressure going.
Farts becomes even better.
Yep. We want to draw a. Ooh,
No,
that we probably counter.
Counter that. Goes back into the deck. It's so annoying.
Too good.
They like painstakingly.
Man, we got to
chose their
untap.
lands.
This is fantastic.
This is literally the best possible draw.
Yeah, I mean, we wanted to land this turn, but yeah, we're doing the exact thing that we want to do. This is gonna
counter it again.
Yeah, we counter it.
Wait. Or do we? No, we counter it.
We
again.
could do that.
No, because then they can play it on
that.
their turn. We can't counter it.
Yeah. Okay. No card advantage for you.
I think at the end of their turn.
We ambrosia.
No, we don't, because we have it's gonna bounce. It kills it.
Yeah.
We don't get any value there. We only run 2 in the deck, so PP. Yeah, we do that. The value. You will take 6.
Yeah, because legend rule would happen before we get to.
I don't think we.
This actually we could even interrupt because then they don't get to do it on their turn.
I agree with that.
But I don't know. Can we just put them to 8 and then they have something better that's worth it? I don't know.
I think we play Even Interrupter here.
Okay. Because, like, this makes this, like, dead.
Yeah, it's useless.
Because it can only be a sorcery.
Very bad. So good. So tempo. We love this.
So, do we go for the win? Oh, we have win on board. We don't even have to animate. You
Yes,
die! Alright, we beat
birds.
control. Dude, that we just...
What?
Wait.
Oh, he conceded. Or they conceded.
Oh.
They're like done with it.
So they didn't even want to play after sideboard. They said, that was too much for me. I'm out.
Birds go big.
You know, sometimes bird brain gets you. And, yeah, that was pretty sick. Honestly, that's the best the deck has looked.
I'm amazed.
That's the best the deck has looked.
Yeah.
And this is sort of a cheesy troll kindred strat, but, you know...
It's fun.
It's fun, and we tempoed them.
We did.
The Ambrosia was fun that game.
The Ambrosia actually came in well. The deck has a lot of like flash ability, so it does feel like a tempo deck. When you play it, you're like, oh wow, this is really, really tempo-y. And you can go several directions with the build. But
For sure.
Birds is where I was trying to go, and my bird brain did well with this. And it's I've played it a lot, and I very much enjoy the deck. It's very, very fun.
Yeah,
very,
at the very least, it is fun. So stick around. Okay, this hand, I don't know. I think we keep it.
We are all in on these birds.
All right.
We got double mocking, Plume Creed, Bart's. Oh, we are.
Oh,
gold.
we mock the tiny bones?
Yes, we do.
That's insane. We want a tiny bones. How about you?
Yes. Ours is a flying bird, tiny bones.
This is crazy.
That's so good. No.
Yeah. We have more though. We got more where that came from, cowboy.
Are you gonna play our Mockingbird now? But were you gonna copy just a Mockingbird? I mean, I would do it. You just get a one flyer. Nope, they don't want it.
Okay.
They
I'd rather have a Cecil. Well, we can do a lot now. Well, we actually can't. We get one spell this turn.
I think we just play Anchorage and copy a
Tiny Bones or Cecil this time, right?
Cecil this time.
Yeah.
Do it again. Next turn we do it again.
Actually, I think we do Tiny Bones.
Do we?
Well, because we can get a cut down for free at one point.
I think it's permanent only.
Oh.
Yeah, permanent.
Okay. So just Cecil then?
Yep. Because it's just cool.
Trade here? Or do we, because again, do we want to let them do this? Or we trade here and just let them, you know, we each take 2 this time?
I actually don't know what to do here. I think we don't.
Do anything?
I want to get Bards and Loco to kill their stuff. It's not fight, it's punch. Yeah. Reams.
Wow.
This deck is crazy.
Well, you can't hit our sheltered, but you can hit the Barts.
You might hit the other Mockingbird. Mockingbird's so good right now. Oh yeah, hit Barts. Barts is good. We can't even cast it, so I don't care. Plume Creed's actually kind of good too if they have removal.
Yeah, exactly. If they take Plume Creed, it sort of informs us that they have spot removal.
Yeah. Alright. Well, they're taking their sweet time.
They don't like our hand. Our hand's not bad.
Our hand's kind of gas.
Alright.
I think that was the right choice. There's a green.
Cool.
We
I guess we do it, even though
and we're set
they
up
know
for
our
success.
whole hand.
We are set up for success. So the question here... Oh, man.
I mean, pretty much what we have to do is just attack them with Cecil.
We do, and then we go to 14.
Yeah.
Do we shelter? Probably not.
No, because we want to be able to have Plume Creed up when we do it.
Yeah. Take 2, yeah. And if we get our Cecil to flip, does it flip with flying? I don't actually know.
Yeah. Why wouldn't it?
No, I don't know. I don't know how the rules work with Cecil being not Cecil. Yeah. You hit us. We don't have anything in the graveyard. You kind of screwed yourself on that one. Oh, I destroyed everything we worked.
No, what do you mean? I didn't want to. No, I didn't want to flash it in. Not at all.
Okay.
No, this is what I want. I want this because now when we go to do this, we have this in case they target this.
I like that.
Which is this would blow us out if we went to do this. You know.
What are we hitting?
There's Cecil.
Cecil. And sweet. Looking pretty good now, especially with double ward.
Yeah, and especially with lifelink already on the front side of Cecil.
So we lose 3 as well. However much damage Cecil will do, we'll lose.
Okay, so it's such a weird, convoluted thing.
It evens itself out. It's fine. We'll take the 1.
Yeah.
We can take 1 all day. We are tied.
Yeah,
but
we win this race,
flip.
though, right?
Now Cecil flips, and it becomes incredibly good.
Sheoldred. Okay.
Don't like that. I think we play Bloom Creed now.
Okay, just to have...
Well, yeah, when we play that,
Yeah.
we can shoot Sheoldred in the head with Barts. So, yeah. We get to blow our little brain off. Dumbass insect lady.
Go to 8.
Yo, it's good. Alright. Play that land. Oh, we can play both.
Yeah.
Oh, we play both.
Is this the tapper would have killed us again, dude? Get out of here with that. Get out of here with the tapper.
That is brutal. Any color is fine. That is insane.
Bam.
That is
Bird.
insane. Tapper wants us to die.
Oh, a free one on top, dude.
That's so good.
The combos are
Shoot
real.
That bang.
Bang, bang,
Kill
bang.
both because we got.
We get 2 triggers, dude. Oh my god. We just absolutely annihilate them right now. This is nuts. This.
It flips.
Whoa, dude.
Oh, it doesn't flip.
It doesn't flip?
Okay, so it can't flip.
Because
It's not real Cecil.
Okay. Oh my god, we just wiped the floor with them on that blade.
That was so good.
That's like gotta be the best this deck can ever do, right?
That's the combo right there.
All right, so mono black control cool things
mono
like
black
just
death touch.
Yeah. I mean, they actually are. Every single creature they played had death touch, but they're basically just mono black like creature control. You know, like just. I mean, there's some mono black variant, but they have Tiny Bones, they have Cecil, so they have low to the ground stuff. I don't know if I want Elspeth Smite though.
I think it's good against them.
Okay.
It's really good against Cecil, really good against Tiny Bones.
So do we want more Sheltered, or is Sheltered a liability?
I'm gonna do this number because this is really bad against those. Seems alright. We can drop one of these. Sheltered. Sheltered is a liability. Get lost is always safe. This is fine right now.
Okay, I mean,
we could put in another Sheltered. We can play safe with Sheltered, right? You know,
yeah.
They are playing mono black. So
we could also
good.
It can be, yeah, and so can Aven Interrupter.
Yeah.
I think I want the 3rd Aven Interrupter.
Gotcha. Toss that in.
But I don't know what else I want, if anything.
Yeah, I don't know.
Spell Pierce is probably decent.
Is it better than Sheltered? Probably not, because we want to remove their creature. So I think.
So like a 3rd Sheltered maybe for something?
Yeah.
I like Dazzling Denial, though, against black.
I do, too. I don't really want to take out a creature to put in something.
Okay. We can maybe just roll like this.
The only thing I can think about taking out is to raise the Chocobo. But that...
But, you dilute yourself on creatures and things. Mockingbird was very good.
Yeah, we keep that in for sure.
I mean, we could just roll with this.
Yeah.
Unless you really feel strongly about one of these.
No, we'll see how this next game goes. I definitely felt strongly about Bushwhack. Bushwhack is horrible against a Death Touch deck. It's like, oh, let's fight every time you fail.
Yeah, because Bart's is different. It's the punch. Damn it, I wasn't ready. That is how you absolutely pop off and make someone not even want to play again.
Mono Black went down, and they played against the Birds. The Birds the word, so they lost.
Yeah, I mean, that was just a 6 sequence. It was a nice back and forth game. With our opponent doing some cool things, us doing some cool things. But the turn that we got to absolutely dumpster them, they had Sheoldred, they had Tiny Bones, we had Traveling Chocobo and Barts and Boko, and we said no thank you.
We just shot them all down as literally like a machine gun. But the crazy thing is, had they had a creature that we couldn't have killed, Barts and Boko says your creatures deal damage. So our Death Touch...
yes, our Death Touch Cecil Mockingbird
would have killed anything.
So fantastic.
This is really goofy. Love that.
But we had some fun with this deck. Whether this deck is all that great or not, we're going to talk about it in the recap and see if this is really something you need to be jamming on your very own arena. Welcome back to the recap. We had some highs, we had some lows, but you know what? I think we had some fun.
Oh man, you should have rhymed it with the Chocobos.
Well, they're still here.
They are still here. These are, I really do enjoy playing this deck. There's a few ways I think you could make some changes if you wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
First off, I mean, I would actually be tempted to play 4 starting towns and drop a few other of the dual-colored lands, because I think you really, really want to have your early game colors, and I think we struggled. The games that we struggled the most in were games where we had to mulligan because our lands were not it.
Yeah, so what is your inclination when you go to 4? Is it you trim Seachrome Coast and Razor Verge, or is it...
I actually don't think so. I think we're actually probably coming down some basics, because I think there's just too many. But we still do run Bushwhack.
Yeah.
I think so long as we can find a card, we only run 3 of these. Like, worst comes to worst, we don't have any basics left, so we just fight something.
It's just a fight spell.
It's still just a fight spell. But I think
maybe 2 forest. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to have our early game mana, and these do only unlock when you have them. We don't have any surveil lands, because the deck is trying to do that. So you could take out a Verge. I don't know.
A Flood Farm perhaps.
I think maybe the Hushwood or the Flood Farm. I'd have to see. I'd have to look at the mana again, but I would even consider doing.
I just know that it's either that or my inclination would be the Flood Farm, because white is your least represented color. I mean, granted, yes, you want Haven Interrupter on time.
Yeah, I would even consider dropping them and going up more. What are they called? Fast lands. This might just be a fast land-esque deck, with your top curve being Bart's and Boko being 5 mana, technically only 3 mana. If you have your fast lands, you got 3 mana regardless.
Yeah.
But then everything comes in tapped after that is a little sketchy, but maybe is just better. I think I'm gonna have to go back to the think tank and play that version of it with only fast lands,
also
other than this.
Yeah, I really enjoyed Restless Anchorage, so I don't think you. I could see you going down to 1, but I don't think you would ever take them completely out. I think it's good. The sideboard we didn't have a reason to put in Rest in Peace necessarily, but I think you do want to keep it. Spell Pierce we put in a lot. Spell Pierce is good.
We could probably take out a Rest in Peace. When I did build this previously, it was during the time that Abuelos was not banned. It is good against the Reanimator decks still, and the Kill Spell decks, or the Sacrifice decks. You can certainly change that to whatever you want. The sideboard is really like a free-for-all.
Yeah.
Make it good against whatever you think to be playing against the most. I think right now in the current meta is just Chaos, so have something good that's just like decent against any other meta deck.
Yeah, the way that this is right now, it's like it's just generally good.
Yes, just good against anything.
Yeah.
Right. You want to have something for everything. So, separate it up a little bit, and then tighten it up when the big season comes through and you see all the crazy decks come back around, and then we have the giant meta again. Like, if Demir's going to be the new big bad, then let's make a sideboard for the big bad, right?
Right.
But right now that is not the case, so play crazy fun things to your heart's content.
And this is certainly that. This is a wild pile right here, but honestly, it has coherence, it has synergy. I mean, Wizards, they knew what they were doing in the sense of, like, if you're going to print this as this, like, super awesome payoff, where bird permanents are triggering abilities, then you want something that gets paid off by that heavily.
Yes.
So there's multitudes of that, because with Saz's Chocobo, with Ambrosia Whiteheart, with Bart's and Boko, they all have super high synergy with Traveling Chocobo, and it's a good time.
It certainly is. I would even consider, this is a bit more far-fetched, but taking white out. I don't necessarily like taking white out, because some of your most powerful spells are from white. And seeing what other birds you can play with, because Bloomberg...
Well, I could see it, because you just get, it's an experiment that could be had. You get a much more sleek mana base that way. And, so at the very least, I mean, you would be trading 2 Ambrosia Whitehearts for 2 more Plume Creeds, because you knew that is there.
There's really just not a ton of amazing birds that are in the format, which is really upsetting, because you want to be able to play this crazy guy, and you need to have early game birds to do so. If you think you have some tech for better birds, let me know. This is an option I thought about as well.
Yeah, so that's really not bad at all, in the fact that it's a sorcery version of side quests.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is worse.
I also did consider running Saz.
Okay.
Because when he enters, you get to search for a bird or a basic land, reveal it, and put it in your hand. It just seems a little slow.
Yeah, it's 4 mana.
It does seem a little slow, yeah. He's also not a bird. He's a pilot.
Right, and then the funny thing is, I was about to say, that's definitely an option.
But your creatures don't have flying.
Yeah, most of them don't.
That's the awkward thing, is a lot of the birds from Bloomburrow are Azorious colored, and they want to fly and have other things with flying counters or flying abilities. And it's really upsetting because almost every Chocobo doesn't have flying.
Right.
And it's like, these don't synchronize well.
Yep. So, yeah, and then, like, you've got things like this, it's, like, super slow, even if it's good, you know?
It's cool. It's a cool card, but it's just really weird. There were some other weird, like, the Tainted Observer almost made it in.
Right.
It was very strange. Proliferate isn't bad because you do get to have the +1/+1 counters in it, but it's like, that's so much of a mana sink to do it.
Yeah, and you don't have anything that's, like, interacting with this.
I so badly wanted to put this card in the build. I just could not find a way to make it work.
Yeah, I mean, you would have to main deck Ghost Vacuum and target your own things, and it would be weird.
That'd be a whole other kind of list.
Yeah.
And the other card I did try to run was Choco, Seeker of Paradise here.
Yeah.
The Goose Mother actually might
the Goose Mother's just not a bad card on its own.
That
so
might just be the one you do for the blue-green version.
Right.
It seemed to be an option that almost made it in. I ran this for a minute, and then I was like, oh my god, it is so slow.
Yeah.
It's cool when you get it to happen, but oh my goodness, is it so slow.
Yeah.
As the 4-drop, you wanted to do something that enters, and it really just is so bad.
That's the thing where it's like, in this configuration, we actually are on pace with the other standard decks.
Yes, you are. And that's the thing about the deck that is like, will surprise you. If you play this, you're like, oh, it's bad. Well, play it and be surprised how quickly you climb up that ladder, because that's what I did with it.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, this is actually doing good. I built that as a joke, and it became something good, so this is something cool.
And it's a thought-provoking deck where you have to sequence your lands properly, you get paid off for sequencing certain creatures properly. And now that we are once again in a Wild West format of Standard, where who knows what's going to be the best deck, this is something you can spend your time on. So what we want you to do is join the Cloudpost tradition of downloading this deck for yourself. You do so by going to the description of this video, clicking on that link to go to Aether Hub, and have this on your very own arena.
You certainly can have it on your very own arena, and if you actually do have any other builds that are bird-based for Barts and Boko, please let us know down in the comments below. Show us your list. We want to know what it is. I want to make this deck as cool as it can possibly be, but that also means making it competitive and really just playing your opponents and making them concede completely because they lost to birds in the first round.
Yeah, you never know. That person playing arena might be the type of person driving around with the bumper sticker that birds aren't real. And, you know, if they're driving around and then they lose to Barts and Boko, I mean, they've got to go outside of their house, peel that off of their bumper, and move on with their life.
Yeah, and with that being said, we will catch you next Friday.